Hello and welcome to my journey through Football Manager with AC Milan. Before we jump right into the save, there are a couple things that we should go over. Number one, this save will only last as long as the beta is out. Once the full game is released, we'll be starting a new save. Number two, this is going to be a Director of Football challenge. Now, if you don't know what that is, that means that we will have no control over the scouting or the transfer activity. All of that responsibility will be delegated to staff higher up than us, including our technical director, our managing director, and our chief scout. There are a few reasons why I decided to do this. First of all, it's fun. It's going to be a good challenge. Secondly, it'll make time move a bit faster since we only have a limited amount of time. And lastly, it hinges on a philosophy of working with what you have. And considering all the constraints that we have in this save, I think it pairs up very nicely to give a fun and robust challenge to the game. So let's go ahead and see what we're working with at the club. What better way to introduce the club than to introduce the new manager, Fred Sasso. And yes, I know he looks a little familiar. And I think he's exactly what the club needs. All right, so here he is. He's a 44-year-old American with 50 caps and 8 goals in this universe. And he is a motivator. His motivating, people management, determination, and mental attributes are maxed out. He also is known for a tactical style of wing play, even though we haven't played any games yet. And he's making a whopping 3 million euros per year. We love that. Now, for the most important part, the squad. Now, since AC Milan is my favorite team, I already know the players, what positions they play, what roles they like. So I figured I would look at the squad through the Dynamics tab. Now, right now, we have poor team cohesion, but that's okay. With training, we'll correct that. The club atmosphere is fantastic, which is very good, because that can be difficult to bring up. It's already quite high, and we can make it higher. There's no unhappy players at the club. We love that. And although the leadership support is average, Fred Sasso will show them in true Fred Sasso style. Ooh, it's almost a tongue twister right there. Now let's take a look at the hierarchy. We have Fred Sasso here at the top, and then Giroud, Calabria, and Theo Hernandez on top. This is fantastic. These are great players. These are the players that we are going to rally behind. All right, and we will look at the social groups. Let's see. So we've got our captain, Calabria, heading the core social group here with Leao, Benacer. Quite a few players that are going to be leaving. Pobega, he's up here. And then down here in the secondary social group, it looks like we have the French crew. We've got Giroud, Theo, Mignon, Kalulu, Ballatore. Are there any other French players that didn't make that? Down here in the third group, Rebic, Krunic, Tomori, Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek, the 3 English-speaking players here. They're all together. And then we'll hopefully see these guys all mingle in here, because they're going to be here this season. And we'll take a look at the happiness, and everybody is happy. Well, except for, Chao. Except for Chao. He is starting to feel he deserves a new contract. Well then. And now let's take a look at what our club vision is. If we look here at our board vision, they want us to grow the club's reputation. We can do that by winning. They want us to break even in the transfer market. We don't have control over that. They want us to sign players for profits. We don't have control over that. And they want us to work within the payroll budget, which we do not have control over. So we might have to use an in-game editor to make sure that we don't get sacked for the board doing things that they are judging themselves to be not things they should be doing. Game logic. At the end of this current season, they want us to be competitive in the Champions League, qualify for the Champions League next year through the league in the top 4 places, and challenge for the Italian Cup. That seems doable. Next season, they want us to reach the knockout rounds in the Champions League. I sure hope we do. And they want us to work towards winning the league. And by the 3rd season, they want us to win the league. And maybe even a Champions League. Now, if we look over here at the supporters' expectations, they are a bit higher. They want us to sign high reputation players. Again, not under our control. They want us to become the most reputable team in Europe. I don't know how far we up are on that list. We haven't won anything in Europe in quite a long time, so that might be difficult. They want us to become the most reputable team in Italy as well, which I think we can do. They want us to finish above Inter and Juventus. That will help us become a more reputable team, and they want us to win the Serie A, which we will do. They didn't specify when, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, so that's the club. Let's go ahead and look at the tactics that we're going to be forming this season. Before we jump into building the tactic, I want to explain the approach that we're going to take. There are 2 different approaches that I'm going to outline. Number 1, the designer approach. This is a system where you want to find players that fit the preconceived system to try to execute the game plan. You can see this in Pep Guardiola with his positional and possession play. You can see this with Jose Mourinho or Diego Simeone with their park the bus style and counter-attacking exploits. They have a style in mind that they want to execute in the game. The other approach that I'm going to outline is the emergent approach. An emergent tactic is one that hinges on this idea of working with the players that you have to find a tactic that works. We're not going to approach the season with a tactic in mind and try to fit our players into it. We don't know what players we're going to have next year. So we want to be able to find the best way to bring out the strengths of our players and cover up their weaknesses. So let's go ahead and take this philosophy and put it into action. Now, the best way to build an emergent tactic is to analyze your players. So I came over here to the squad planner to comparisons so we can look at our players' averages against the rest of the league. And as you can see, we have quite a few things that are very high up on the list. Our decision makings are first. We have the best first touch when it comes to our defenders, midfielders, and strikers, that is. Our passing is second, strength is third, work rate is second. Those are our worst. Our teamwork is off the charts. Our leadership, this is aggression, leadership, and aggression. Sorry, you can't see that behind my face. And if we know we have Mike Mignon, a great goalkeeper, so we won't really pay attention to the goalkeepers right now. But in defense, if we just look at the defenders, it's not looking too great, but our vision, our teamwork, and our decision making is off the charts. This is fantastic. This means that when we do high press, that we will be doing it as a team. We'll be making good decisions while we do it. And then we have the vision to hit the passes afterwards, which is great when we have Leao and Pulisic leading the line. If we add in both our defense and our strikers, our averages still stay very high. In the midfield, we are looking very good. It looks like our defenders are going to be able to contribute to the midfield phase. It looks like our strikers are going to be able to contribute. Our midfield is going to be our strength. And we don't even have Reinders or Musa yet. So I'm excited to see how this all pans out when they're in as well. And let's take a look at our attacking stats here. We are last when it comes to pace and acceleration. I think it's only factoring in Giroud. I think he's the only actual attacker that they're putting in here. Otherwise, Leao would definitely shoot this straight up, but I think he's considered a midfielder because he's a winger. But as you can see, Giroud is amazing. His jumping, heading, finishing, all top. That might change with like Lukaku coming into Roma, but we'll see how that works out. Now let's take a look at our physical presence on the field. Again, jumping, not so great. Natural fitness, not amazing. Pace is fine. Strength is fine. Acceleration, fine. We've got great balance for our players, and the stamina is really good. Again, that means that we're going to be able to keep the tempo very high, and we're going to be able to put a lot of pressure on our opposition. That is fantastic. Let's take a look at our mental attributes. Wow, this is insane. We might not have the best flair, although we do have Leao, so he can make up for almost all of that. We're not great off the ball, so maybe positional play won't be the best thing for us. And our work rate, although it's not green, it is still second in the league. That is fantastic. And everything else is just the best in the league. Our players are very mentally fit. They are prepared. We add in the goalkeepers, it's a little lower, but we are thoroughly prepared to handle a tough season and to work through it. We look at the technique, it's not quite as high. Corners are really low. It looks like we'll have a hard time with the set pieces. Finishing isn't great, so our defenders probably aren't really... Yeah, they're not adding much in there. That's not good. Heading, fourth in the league. Second in the league if you take out the midfielders, so we might be able to do some set pieces. But our first touch is fantastic. Free kicks are very good. Who's our free kick taker? I don't remember. Long throws, great. Marking, fantastic. Penalties and tackling, that is great. The marking and the tackling, very high up there. If we take out our strikers, same story. That is fantastic. So I think what we have learned here is that we can play a very high pressing system. We can move the ball very quickly because we have great decision makers. Another take. So what are the key things that we can take away from this analysis? Number one, we can definitely play the high pressing game and win plenty of duels in the midfield. We can play with a lot of tempo because we have great decision makers on the team, and the defense is pretty adept with the ball compared to other teams. Giroud is an absolute monster despite his age. And our team has great teamwork and work rate, so that is going to help us out in the long run. And again, we will have to reanalyze this when the other players come in and see how that all shakes out. All right, so let's build our tactic. We are going to go with the Gegenpress. I think it's quite obvious. We want to instantly win back possession and lots of high intensity running. The other thing we could do is wing play, look to get quality crosses into the box and overload the wide areas with the likes of Theo Hernandez, Leao, Pulisic, maybe a Metzala in the midfield, and then putting in plenty of crosses into Giroud. That could be another very viable technique that we could do. It's a balanced mentality, so and it's slightly more direct, so that might be something that we can do against tougher opponents. Might not be a bad idea, but right now we are going to set up with the Gegenpress, do the wing play as a secondary tactic. And we are going to follow Mr. Pioli's plans for this season. We're going to do a 4-3-3. We'll do a little variation of this, but this is a good structure for now. We are going to pass it out, or we're going to play very positively, pass it into space with the likes of Leao up there. That'll be great. We're going to be playing out of defense and high tempo. We can do that with the players at our disposal. Be taking the short kicks and distributing them to the center backs. We can also add the fullbacks to that as well. We'll be countering and counter pressing. That will work very well with the players that we have. Be doing a high defensive line, and with Tomori and Kalulu or Chow, we'll be fine with that. We'll be doing prevent the short goalkeeper distribution, of course, and we will step up more so long as Kier's not playing. I think that is a great starting structure for us. And here is a rough outline of what the team is going to look like this season. So we did change up a few things. We are going to be using an attacking mentality. In possession, we're going to stay fairly wide, still pass it into space to Leao, play slightly higher, not quite higher, or all the way up. You know, we don't want to burn out our players too much. We'll be able to utilize that, but not at all times. We're not going to work the ball in because we can cross the ball. We know our players have great long shots. We can hit some, early cross, and we could work it in. Leao could, work the ball in. So no problem. And we're going to be playing out of defense. Very important. Our players can do that. Midfield, we want to make sure our midfield is strong. So we put him in as center midfielder. That way he can link up play between Teo Hernandez, Leao, Krunic. He can just be a nice little link. He's not going too far in either directions. We appreciate that. Next to him, we have Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He is going to be playing as a Metzala. I was torn between that and a box-to-box midfielder. Perhaps he can do both. But this way he can link up with Pulisic, because Pulisic is an inverted winger. That way he can get the ball, move in. He's on his right foot, so he can, cut back, find Pabega, find passes to Leao. I think this will work out really good. He can work with Giroud coming in here. He can really occupy the space while Ruben Loftus-Cheek pulls out wide here. The Metzela role does play in this little half space, so they might kind of get in the way from each other. We might be able to put Pulisic here on attacking duties, but it only leaves two supporting players in our lineup. That's something we might be able to do, something like that, and then put Krunic up here on defensive midfielder on support to try to help balance that. But for now, to start a game, we are going to keep 4 men in defense here. Keep a nice solid block in front of Mike Mignon, who is playing as a sweeper keeper on support. And actually, we didn't go over Leao either. So let's go over Leao. Leao, he's playing as an inside forward, basically as another striker, just a wide striker. That's how I like to think of the inside forward. He's basically just going to be occupying the space in the defensive phase. He's not going to be dropping back very far, and he's just going to be looking to beat his men down the side here. He does like to knock the ball past opponents, so he can just get right down there, just like in real life. And then the big man up top, Olivier Giroud, just an absolute monster. He's going to be playing as a target forward on attack. If he's struggling to get involved, we can always put him in as support. We can play him as a deep lying forward, put Pulisic on attack, maybe even Loftus-Cheek on attack. So there's this formation gives us a lot of variation that we can use throughout the season. We also have here nearly a full bench. We've got all the players that are going to be here this season. Some youth players like Bartasagi, who has decent potential. He could be a good cover for our left back position because we don't have much. We have Florenzi here, who isn't much better. So that could definitely be a viable option for us. What about Kalulu? No, he can't really play over there either. So yeah, our left back position is pretty dire at the moment, and I don't think we're going to be getting another one in. We have Alei2. He can play midfield. Plenty of good potential. He's only 18 years old. Great prospect. Xhaka Traore, also another good prospect. Isn't rated quite as high here. But I also haven't gone through the staff, or haven't switched which coach is judging these players or creating these coach summaries, so I'll have to fix that. And then I brought in De Ketelare, Colombo, Lezitic onto the bench because they don't leave for quite a while, and if some of our players need rest during friendlies, then they can come in. And I also want to keep developing our young players. We'll be putting them into mentor groups and trying to help them get a leg up before they go out on loan. And here are the teams that we are going to be testing our tactics on. Our first friendly of the season is against Nizza. I don't know that team, but they're in the Serie B, and it'll be a good way to start off the season, a good little warm-up. And then we're playing familiar faces, Brianza, which is Monza, and then Juventus, and then we will be going to Germany to play Bayern Munich. And then I also proposed a friendly against Al Nassr, so we can play against Cristiano Ronaldo. That's always very fun. And then the season begins. It's not the same schedule as real life, but it'll do. So without further ado, let's jump into the season. All right, it is 4.5 weeks later, and a whole lot has happened. We've gone through all of our friendlies. We have some players that have come in and gone out, and we had to choose our club captains before the first league match of the season. Let's go ahead and go through all of that news. We had a fantastic preseason. We played an amateur team and won 17-0. What a goal! First goal, and it's Adli! Oh, and it's another goal! Oh, it's a trick. Oh my god, and it worked. Adli who shoots and he scores from so far out. What is that? Bro, who shoots and he scores. And Shaka Traore heads one in. And he scores. Who shoots and he scores? Ciao. He scores. The Leao Pulisic combo. Scores off a deflection. Rafael Leao, who scores again. Hat trick. And he just puts it away from 20 yards out. And it's Giroud. It's Giroud. We played Monza, and we beat them 3-0. Okafor. Oh, and he scores. He puts it up. Olivier Giroud scores. The hero in the second half. Olivier Giroud. Very nice. We played Juventus away from home in a neutral stadium. Milan are starting to feel their way into this game. Teo Hernandez going up the wing. Puts it in. And he finds Rafael Leao. It's a goal. Oh, AC Milan are looking very dangerous this season. Oh. Then we played Bayern Munich with Ruben Loftus-Cheek scoring an equalizer very late on. Bayern's making a good move. Oh. And they slip one past Mike Mignon. All right, we're going all-out attack. Pulisic finds Kalulu. Can he find a cross? He finds Pulisic. Loftus-Cheek. And it's a goal! It's a goal! Ruben Loftus-Cheek scores with his old teammate, Christian Pulisic, with the assist. It's amazing. It's an amazing team goal. It's what happens when you believe and you have teamwork, dedication, good decisions, and oh, that was beautiful. And then we played Al Nassr, and we beat them 3-0, Giroud slotting home 2, and Okafor putting one away at the end. Gives it to Reinders, who connects with Leao, and it's Giroud! It's Giroud! Go! Leao with the assist. It was a great team play up the left-hand side. Teo Hernandez. And it's Olivier Giroud again. Theo Hernandez coming down the left-hand side and putting in a perfect cross. Chukwueze's got it. What can he do with it? It's a goal. It's Okafor. Yes. Oh, my Lord. We just can't stop scoring. Now we have the first match of the season. But before we get there, we need to check out the players that have joined us. We've got Tiani Reinders, who's had a great preseason. We have Noah Okafor, who's also had a great preseason. Samuel Chukwueze, I don't even know if he scored any goals. He's got an assist, not a great preseason. We have Yunus Musa, who's played a couple games. He just got here. And we also still have Luka Jovic on the way. So we will see him soon enough. We also had a change of guard. Yeah. Hey there, buddy. Gonna have to talk to you real quick. I just want to let you know that I'm considering taking the vice captaincy away from you. And he says, I think you're probably right. I won't pretend I'm not disappointed. But we've got some very strong characters in the locker room now. All right, everybody's happy. Very good. We love that. Olivier Giroud is now our new vice captain, which is great because Theo Hernandez dropped down. Kier moved up. Labry is still here. He's still our captain. Kier technically had the better stats, but Giroud is going to be playing more often, so that is how it worked out. And without further ado, let's get to the match. All right, so here is the tactic I decided to go with for this match. We're going to be going on the forefront, going to attack. I noticed that their fullbacks are both going to be pinching in, so I thought it best to go wide here. I didn't want to use the wing play that I set up here. We're going to use the Gegenpress, and we're going to use Pulisic as a winger here to pull out wide. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is going to be darting in here into the channels. Leao is going to be sitting narrower so Theo Hernandez can overlap over here, and Reinders will be here to connect the passes around here. Loftus-Cheek will be in the box for any crosses coming in, and I think we'll do really well. We have to look out for Xerxes. He's pretty good. Orsolini, decent. Vignato, also decent. They're basically just going to be throwing these 5 guys at us and then leaving all these guys back, I think. So that's how we're going to prepare for this match. We don't have a lot of data because the data analytics isn't set up yet. It needs 3 matches before it starts cooking. And here we go. All right. Oh, well, they've got a free kick. Oh, come on, guys. You better not let this slip through. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. Oh, what is that? He didn't even close him down. Not a good way to start the season. Not a good way indeed. What happened here? Just nobody covering out there. What are you doing? Chow. You just stood right in front of the goalkeeper. All right, now we've got the ball, finally. 27 minutes. We got ourselves a highlight. Oh, Rafael Leao in space. Can he do it? Oh, nope. Just rolls it right to the goalkeeper. Looks like the board might be right. We might only get a draw on this one. I'd like to win the ball back here. There, goalkeeper. Oh, come on, come on, come on. He's out. The goalkeeper's out. Let's go, Krunic. Oh, what is that? All right, so that worked pretty good. We want to get stuck in. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to stay in here. Yep. I like this. Actually, they don't have anybody tall, so we don't really need to stop the crosses. We will block up the middle, though. We've got to motivate our team. Encourage. Napoli's flying right now. Absolutely destroying Monza. All right, well, we've got plenty shots. Just can't get them on target. Like that. Oh. We're going to have to adjust something at halftime here. Oh, unless we can get this goal on the corner kick. Come on, Pulisic. Olivier Giroud. It's top of the goal. All right, I think we're going to have to make some tactical adjustments here. Giroud has seen none of the ball. Play out very little. All right. New game plan here. Kind of getting beat on the wings. Pull you out. Pull you back so you play in here more. Pulisic, play you up here, and we'll pull you back. Johnny Reinders, go ahead and get up in there. I'm going to work the ball into the box because we haven't been getting good shots off. And I think we'll be good to go. Let's go motivate our team. Let's see. Shooting hasn't been good enough. Come on, I believe in you guys. You have the ability to make a real difference. Keep going. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is a bit nervous, but I believe in him. We shuffled around how the team is going to function a bit. I think that'll help. Pulisic out on the wing by himself. I think he can handle it. Actually, you know what? You know what we might do, because Ruben is going to be making these runs this way. We'll go ahead and put him on support so he goes up and helps a little bit if Pulisic gets in trouble. Yeah, Teo's going to stay back a little bit to grab some of those. Work the ball through. Yes, and then look at that. He's still going to make plenty of runs in. Oh, but what is that? Good job, Reinders. We're working around slowly. They're playing very defensively, so it works for us. Oh, good try, Reinders. Got a corner kick. Oh, good try, good try. Got to encourage. And Olivier Giroud is not looking so good right now. He's nervous. Need to lose confidence. All right, come on, guys. Come on, guys. I believe in you. I think we're going to leave. Giroud in for now for just at least a little while more. It's probably just a little knock that he got. We have another corner. How many shots are we going to take before we finally score? All right, Pulisic. Can you do something with it? There we go. All right, come on, Leao. Oh, Drew hit the post again. Well, he didn't do that this game. He did that throughout the friendlies. All right, Drew's going to come out. Maybe Okafor running into the channels will help. And we'll encourage the team because they're looking a little frantic. See, we are getting stuck in, and Teo has a yellow card, so we'll tell him to ease off the tackle so we don't get any red. All right, Rafael Leao bringing the ball down the wing. And he makes some magic happen. Brings it to Krunic, to Calabria, to Loftus-Cheek. Oh, God, we're so close. We get hit on the counterattack. It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Let's see. What else can we do here? Yes, we can just try to distribute it a bit quicker. That's about as far as I'm willing to push it. Let's see. Any players that can make a difference here? Pulisic, 6.7. I think our best replacement on the bench is Chukwueze. So we'll bring him in, play him as an inverted winger here to see if that makes any difference. We'll play you as a Masala, Loftus-Cheek. Go this way, you go this way. You guys kind of change positions. Loftus-Cheek with plenty of space. He shoots. It's a deflection. We get a corner. And no replay. Very good. Yeah. No. Oh my goodness. Teo Hernandez, I specifically told you to ease off the tackles. Oh my Lord, what are we going to do here? Jesus. Oh, we're going to take off Krunic because he's tired as hell anyways. Lorenzi, get on in there. We're not going to stop. We still have to try to score this. We gotta draw this game. See, we'll be a bit more direct now. Lorenzi. Have you guys invert. Oh, and we want you to now be a box-to-box midfielder. Do not be moving into the channels. Yes, good job, Florenzi. That is why we wanted you there. Chukwueze, yes, on the counterattack. Oh, did win us a corner. That's good. That's good. Good job, boys. Florenzi with the corner kick. Oh, Chow wanted a penalty. That would have been an amazing call. Oh, what a bad pass from Calabria. Giving away the ball like that. We got to go all the way. All out. No time to waste anymore. Oh, that was close. There was a block. A corner. We're ready on the encourage button here. Oh, tell us we're going to win it high up the field here. Come on. Oh, nope. Just give away a corner. Good. All right. Too much space. Well, we're missing a guy. That would explain it. Oh, I forgot I could sub more than one. I wonder if I can still now. Like for instance, can I put Kalulu in? Please tell me. Nope, I forgot that I could have 5 substitutes. Well, that's not good. Maybe we should ease off the tackles. Don't need another red card. We do need another goal, though, and there is enough time. Oh, we almost got it there, too. Oh, yes. No, Okafor. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's won it back. Can he draw the game for us? Oh! How? How did he miss that? Heartbreak. Oh, just a scramble in the box. Okay, this might be our last chance here. I thought that was our last chance already. Chukwueze, come on. Oh. And a corner kick. Oh, this is a difficult game to be a part of. Mike Mignon came up for it and missed. Oh, what a story that would have been. Is there time? 30 seconds left. Is there time? Milan pull off a crazy last-minute goal. Last-second goal. No. You're going to do that. Oh, what a rough game. Not the way we wanted to start the season. Oh, what a disappointment. After such a good preseason, we go in and lose 1-0. 2 XG. 13 corners. A red card. 19 shots, only 3 on target. That is not good. All right, here is the table after the first match day. It is Napoli on top, Hellas Verona, Atalanta, Inter, Udinese, Roma, Bologna, Cagliari, Juventus, and Sassuolo, who come away with a win. There was no draws, absolutely no draws today, just wins and losses. Wowza. Well, that is not exactly how we wanted to start this season, but not all is lost. If we look at the stats, things look good. We had plenty of shots, lots of XG, 2 XG, but no goals. The possession was fine, and we looked good. I think we controlled the majority of the game. They just got one decent goal, snuck it past Mike Mignon. But that will be the end of the episode today. We will start the next episode at the end of the transfer deadline day. We'll go over the Fiorentina match that is in between here and there, and we will go over the tactical adjustments that we have made to fit the players that have come into the squad. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you're enjoying what I'm doing or if there's anything that I should change. And I will see you next time. Thanks.